So I played the Necromancer class, and I started out on easy mode, and it was way too easy, which we had discussed before the stream. It was way too easy.
Talk about that more.
Yeah, so I went to veteran status, or veteran difficulty, and it was okay. Like it felt like normal mode. But yeah, so
I was in veteran mode because it gives you the choice at the beginning between like you've never played Diablo before, or if you have some experience with Diablo, click this one.
You were also playing with other people, and that
but even when I was playing by myself, because I did do some play by myself before I went to the stream.
Yeah.
And I thought I hit that one, and even then, even when I was by myself,
just felt easy.
Because I played the sorcerer, I was just like, this is not hard at all. To make it
OP, so people want to get into it.
So people want to get into it, and like when the actual version comes out, it's gonna be like, oh my god,
right? You got to work at it.
Sorcerer one shot like everything.
Well, and maybe that's why they made the druid feel so weak compared to the other characters. You know, as Laura is saying, like I enjoyed playing as a druid, but I can understand why it would not feel as effective if you also have a character running by you like zap, you know, crowd control. Blah.
Pete, what class did you play?
Necromancer.
At the
See, you had all the little skeletons running around with
you. The skeletons were really cool. I saw a complaint that somebody was like, the aesthetic design of the skeletons doesn't match the game. You're fucking wrong. First off, they're skeletons walking around, and they have glowy stuff around them. But as you level, you get different type of skeleton stuff. Pretty cool. Once you get Corpse Explosion, which I think this is a callback to the old game, like it's over. Like Corpse Explosion does so much damage that I'm just sitting there mashing 2 on my keyboard once I start killing things, and it's a bomb that blows everything up. Really fun. You get your main attack, which I picked Hemorrhage, which essentially is just a range attack. It doesn't matter if you have a scythe or whatever, it makes a ranged attack, and it's pretty cool. I didn't like Diablo 3, and I don't know, I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Everybody complained about Diablo 3 when it came out, obviously, because of the cash auction house, which they rescinded that eventually, but it was kind of like the color palette was brighter, and people were like, I feel like I'm just playing WoW with the brightness turned down, whereas old Diablo was really dark and like gray, and blood was the brightest color, really, aside from flashing green lights. But this one is really gritty and dark and reminds me.
Oh yeah,
I haven't enjoyed a Diablo since the first Diablo, or maybe the beginning of the second. I can't remember. I was like 10, and my brother brought it over, and my parents were appalled whenever they found out I was playing it. But this one definitely feels like an older Diablo game, and I was genuinely having fun. So I enjoyed it, and I think it's a really great move for Blizzard. I played it alone because it was my day for my me time, and I didn't have a bad time playing it alone. So good job, Blizz. I got some disconnection issues, but it doesn't come out for another 3 months, or 2 months now.
Well, it's an open beta, so it's going to have some issues.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
sure that they will take a lot of the data that they've found from everybody playing this weekend and last weekend, and do the proper fixes.
Yeah,
it's a Blizzard game. Beta and releases are always going to have some connection problems. So I kind of expected that. The only part that really kind of eased me off was whenever I had to sit through a 5-minute cinematic again because it crashed like after I completed watching that.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I was like, and some of them are skippable and some of them are not, because they're like, this is a big part of the story. You will watch this. So they did that again. I was like, well, I'm going to go get some Thai food. So I'll be back.
Surprisingly, Jess got really into it.
Yeah.
She spent She spent quite a bit of time on Diablo this weekend. My impression, I was similar to Pete's, is I was a sorcerer, and I was like, hide your head, chain lightning, hide your head, chain lightning, hide your head, chain lightning. Where's your Thai food? In Seattle, where Thai food belongs. I've had Thai food in other parts of the country, and also
Thai food.
There is almost too much Thai food here.
No, there's no such thing.
There is a lot of good Thai food here in the good old Pacific Northwest. And it's been a thing since the 90s. Is Thai food up here.
I'm interested to see how the reviews of D4 kind of morph as we get off of the high of having a free beta weekend, right? Mm-hmm. And come into the actual gameplay and the game being released in June. I have loved Diablo. Like, I actually also made my mom's eyebrows raise when I brought Diablo 3 into the household for my younger brothers, because I was like, this is a game we can play while I'm across the country. You know, like, I bought them a PS2 or a PS3 or whatever and made sure that they could play with me. And so it is definitely a game that is near and dear to my heart. And I'm excited to play with other people. I can couch co-op with Pete while he's on his PC. That's pretty great. And yay, Noro! Druid Club, yes. I'm interested to see what they have done with this game, because it does look like it is going to be good.
I will say Diablo 3 kind of felt like, you know, everybody was like, oh, D3 is finally out. But Diablo 3 felt like they were trying to coax me into enjoying the game, because they were like, it's Diablo 3. In the very beginning, they're like, it's a game, have fun. You played a game, have fun. Whereas Diablo 4, they're like, bitch, listen, this is Diablo. You should know. If you need the tutorials on the screen, we'll pop them up. But have fun, do it. Look at all this blood and entrails on the wall. Oh, you don't like that? Tough shit. Leave. I was like, yeah.
I didn't think the tutorial was really. I didn't even touch the tutorial.
No, they were just pop-ups. That's it, and it was.
I didn't even see them. Like, I think I turned it off on accident because I was just like, all right, whatever.
It was great. Diablo 3 felt like
pretty self-explanatory.
From what I remember, Diablo 3 felt like a spam of pop-ups and hand-holding, and they did the "You play video game before? Played video game?
That
you
is
know
one
how
of
to
your
play?"
least favorite things about games, isn't it, Pete?
Yes, it drives
Also
me
Neuro.
nuts. It's really bad at JRPGs. And a lot of Japanese games, you're like playing, you're like, okay, I get this. And they stop you in the action and they're like, pop up, read these 5 pop-ups. I'm like, I just did that, please.
You can't exit until you read through all 5.
Yeah. Whereas Diablo like popped up a little tooltip thing on the side and they were like, yeah, you're doing it. I mean, if you need help doing it here, you click here. Everyone will go, boom.
Yep.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, overall, I think the team thought most everybody we've talked to in our team thought
mostly positive.
It's mostly positive. Again, it's an open beta, so take it for a grain of salt. I kind of hope they ratchet the difficulty up. I honestly, and it's weird for me to say because I'm not like a Souls type player. I don't like the games where it's like,
you don't like Souls-like games.
I don't like feeling like it's a slog.
See, I love those.
See, I don't like. There's a balance there for me. There's the like.
You don't want to feel insulted for the time that you put into it, kind of thing. But
I also don't want it to be too easy. Like, I think there's a nice balance there.
Yes. Same, Neuro.
I am
very
not
big same.
I am not familiar with a lot of the stuff with the Hearthstone controversy. I have to go back and look at that one.
There's literally like Blizzard is one of those companies that just shits
the one
controversy.
The one good thing about them being acquired by Microsoft, and this actually has to go with our FaZe Clan thing right here, is this. All the kids at FaZe Clan are running a business like they're 15 years old. The nice thing, and I think Activision Blizzard's largely been run the same way.
Yes.
There's a bunch of 23-year-old frat guys running a multi-billion-dollar corporation.
And that's why we had so many things happen in 2019 through 2021 with Blizzard.
I think the nice thing about them being acquired by Microsoft, if that goes through, the one good thing that will come out of that is that Microsoft doesn't do that.
No.
Microsoft is a much more mature company as far as we've been a company long enough and we've gone through these things and we've stopped them. We're done now. You don't hear about this kind of nonsense coming out of Microsoft because Microsoft just doesn't put up with it.
No. Not only that, but like I did get to see quite a few articles, which like because of the things that Blizzard has done, like I very much have been very conscious of voting with my dollar. And so
this is the first Blizzard game I've picked up in a while.
Yeah, like I haven't touched any Blizzard games since 2020 because of their crap.
I'd like to say like the biggest complaints I've seen about this are like the skeletons don't fit the design aesthetic. Please add more gym slot stuff. Whereas D3, they were just
game fucking sucks. Change the whole damn thing. The colors suck. The character models suck. The whole premise sucks. Redo it. Release it next week, please.
And also, I just want to say, normally Blizzard does really great with opening cinematics, and I'm kind of like, about opening cinematics these days. WoW has some pretty good cinematics, but they're kind of cartoonish. Whereas the Diablo 4 one, after 60 seconds, I was still like, this thing is heated. This thing is good. I was not upset having to watch a 5-minute cinematic. They did great. So there you go.
And on the heels of that, they're also working on getting a lot more people who, aren't just white dudes involved in their development as well. And they have publicly stated that and have followed up with that with actions.
Yeah.
So it definitely, I am hesitantly excited. You want to play this game.
Cautiously optimistic.
Cautiously optimistic, yes. Again, Diablo 3, I have that game on so many damn platforms, it's not even funny. And I played through it so many times, my Paragon level is over 3,000.
After D2, I couldn't even get to D3. I just couldn't do it.
Oh,
it was never I was
missed
nope,
out.
Done.
It was
done.
good.
And then after the whole auction house thing, I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't get involved there.
See, and I really liked the nemesis system that they had, because if a creature that killed your friend popped into your game and you didn't kill it, it got stronger and went and killed your friend again. And then came back to get, it would just continue to do stuff like that. And the gift system was really cool. I really liked that. But it needed to end. And now we have a new Diablo 4.
Yeah, the Diablo 3 market system. I know Activision had bought them, and everybody was like, there it is. There it is.
Yep. So we'll see. We'll keep you apprised on what's going on with Diablo 4. I don't know if they're going to do any more beta weekends. I imagine they will.
I want to see more good things. I want to see more good things from them. I want to be able to have my faith restored by them. And also, don't forget, it's 3 days until Dredge comes.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, it says here on the internet that you haven't liked or subscribed or hit the notification bell, and that if you don't, the IRS is going to punch you in the dink.